Muscle burns fat. Having more muscle allows us to have higher metabolism. It helps to increase our metabolism. Hi, hello. I'm Ileka. So, in case you're just meeting me, let me go ahead and introduce myself. I work with women who are ready to fuel their bodies so they can lose the weight while embracing their sexy curves. You get to feel better and have more energy. And so using my Reclaim Your Curves methodology, we do this without giving up the lifestyle that you love. You get to travel, you get to do ladies' nights and happy hours and all those things and enjoy yourself during it. So I'm live today because I wanted to talk about something I hear at least daily. It feels like every 15 minutes, but I'm an exaggerator. So it might not have been every 15 minutes, but it felt like it. So I hear all the time, Ileka, I hate exercising. It's so boring. I don't like to do it. I don't like to sweat. I don't like to feel cold outside. I don't like, right? And it's like, so how do you do it? What is your secret? Well, hopefully I say it on live. Okay, here's the thing, right? I did not like exercising either. I literally played basketball from the time I was like 8 years old until college. And even then I hated it. Like I was like, I just want to shoot and get rebounds and pass the ball. Like I don't want to run, right? Didn't even want to run up and down the court. I hated suicides, all those things. I did not like exercise. I hated lifting weights during those times. I hated exercise, like more than anything, right? So when it was time when I finally decided to take my health seriously, which was in my 37th year of life, right? I was 37 years old when I did it. And that was 6 years ago. And so I'm gonna be 44 this year. So, almost 7 years ago, look at me. Anyways, when I did that, here was the difference. What was the secret? I decided that I liked the way that I feel and the way that I look more than I hated exercising. And I hated exercising. But here's the thing, right? When we look at it, we get to look at, okay, what does the exercise do for you? Because it's just kind of like, we hear all the time, right? I can lose weight without exercising. So-and-so, my friend's boyfriend's best friend's cousin lost 100 pounds and she didn't exercise at all, right? So we hear that all the time. Like, you can lose weight without exercising. You can take the Ozempic or whatever the heck that thing's called, right? The doctor prescribed that pill to my cousin and she's lost weight. Yeah, Ozempic, yes, it helps to streamline, the blood sugar levels and all that stuff, right? And we don't know what the side effects are, right? And your cousin didn't even have diabetes, and yet she took Ozempic, right? So when we look at it, right, she took that, she lost weight. And the moment she stopped, she began gaining the weight back. Why? Because what happens when we do things like, I'm just going to lose the weight by changing my eating, and I'm not incorporating any sort of resistance, as a woman over the age of 35 and really over the age of 40 especially, we've got to incorporate resistance training. Here's why. So when you're just doing a pill or teas or whatever it is to lose the weight, right? Because that's the main goal for some, right? When you're doing that to lose the weight, what happens is the moment you stop, your metabolism is crap. Why is it crap? Because you have not kept your muscle mass. So there have been studies done that over the age of 30, women begin losing muscle mass at a rate of 3 to 8% a year. That is a lot, okay? And so if you're 50, you've been doing that for 20 years. And here's the thing. Here's what allows us to keep that muscle mass. Exercise, resistance training, getting our protein in, right? Getting the self-care in. So the fuel that I talk about, that you hear Ileka talk about all the time, it's the nutrition, movement, self-care. Those come together and they help us to keep that muscle mass. Muscle burns fat. Having more muscle allows us to have higher metabolism. it helps to increase our metabolism. So when we hear that, oh man, I'm not going to be able to lose weight, or I don't want to exercise. You got to think about what's important to you. Do you want to keep your muscle mass? Keep your metabolism strong? Exercise? Feel better? Have more energy? Look like you want to look? Because frankly, we still want to look good. I mean, I'm 43 years old. I want to look good, right? My clients want to look good. If that's what you want, exercise gets to be a part of it. Yes, you can lose weight without exercising. It can definitely happen. And you will find that your metabolism is trash. And so you'll get to the point where you're hardly able to eat anything in order to maintain that weight. But when we exercise, we get to maintain. That's how we get to lose that weight, and we get to keep it off because our metabolism stays. And as long as we're eating in a way that nourishes and fuels our body, right? Fuel, nutrition, movement, self-care. As long as we're doing that and we're keeping the self-care in, and we got that exercise, we get to, not only do you get to lose the weight, you get to embrace your sexy curves, and you get to keep that weight off for good. That is the secret. So decide, right? Each of us gets to decide what's more important. Is it, or what matters most? Do you hate exercising more than you love feeling good, having more energy, being healthy, having a normalized blood pressure? Oh my goodness, blood pressure being normalized with no pills? Having normal cholesterol, no pills. Being able to manage diabetes, no pills, right? No injections. Like, what's more important to you? And when we come to that, that's when we get to start to enjoy exercising. What? Oh my gosh, you enjoy exercising? I couldn't even believe it when it happened to me. I'm not even going to pretend. I just knew that I was someone that would hate exercising as long as I lived. And all of a sudden, somebody gave me a kettlebell, and I felt like my life changed. I love it. Especially kettlebell workouts. That's my favorite one. But I enjoy exercising. I grab my kettlebell and I go for it. It's fun for me now. Still don't like to run though. I'm not even gonna pretend. I hate running still. But again, exercise is important. So when you're thinking about putting together your healthy lifestyle, make movement a part of it, all right? And if you need help with that, again, I got my workshop coming up. It's actually tomorrow. I'm so excited. And it's the Wellness and Weight Loss Workshop for women over 35. And we're going to talk about how you gain a full program. Nutrition, movement, self-care, right? You get the fuel to allow you to achieve your results, losing the weight, embracing those sexy curves, feeling good, and having more energy. So I got the link here for you. Girl, same. I used to hate working out. I'm telling you, Chrissy, it's like couldn't stand it. Now it's like all in because you love how you look and feel exercising more than you hate the idea of exercise, more than you hate the sweatiness, more than you hate all the things and reasons that we used to, excuses, right? Because that's what it was, excuses that we used to make up on why we couldn't exercise. Oh, I don't want to get up in the morning. That was my favorite. I don't want to get up in the morning. That was my favorite excuse. It's cold outside. It's cold outside was probably a second favorite excuse. And then somebody told me I could work out in my house, and I was like, nobody asked you to check me like this. Excuse me, I was using it's cold outside. Like, we get to look at that and see, is it an excuse, or is it a real reason, or are we just making excuses? And likelihood is excuses. So again, when we combine all three, it's cold in the house. Right, I am a little cold. My fingers are cold right now. Anyways, when we combine all three for fuel, nutrition, movement, and self-care, it's a game changer. We're fueling our bodies, and we're actually seeing the results we want to see. So that's what I'm teaching on in our workshop tomorrow. Wellness and Weight Loss Workshop for women over 35, all right? So I will see you all there. I'm so excited. Thank you for joining. Thank you, my friend Chrissy, for engaging, and thank you, Sabrivia. I saw you join, and thank you, Michelle. I'm so excited to have you guys here, and I will talk to y'all soon. All right. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the workshop. Whoever's joining, I'll see you there. Take care.
Don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to watch my mom's next video.